and the first chairman, who got a lot of the work done on the initial stages, the committee, the trustees, are proposing to make the first one we've ever done, a life membership award to Ron, to thank him for all the work that he's done, not only for the trust, but for the museum, for the town council and everything in the past, and the support he's given us. And it's my pleasure, in fact, to thank Ron on behalf of the trustees for the work that he has done. And I'm going to get Peter to come up here now and do the presentation, and he's got a letter to read out as well. He's dressed better than I am to go in the morning.
Well, Ron, what can I say? It's a huge privilege to be actually offering this here today now, and for what you've done, the whole of Pembrokeshire in itself is absolutely fantastic. And on behalf of all of us here now, who presented with us myself, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I need to get my glasses on, unfortunately. That's about a minute past 60. So I won't keep you too long, folks, hopefully. Right, here we go. It'll be some 4 years this coming June that I left Pembrokeshire to become town clerk in Ferndown near Bournemouth. I'm sorry that I'm unable to be joining with you today for this presentation to Ron. Unfortunately, I have to be in Dorset this weekend for a function. When I took over as town clerk from Roland Edwards, Ron had just been elected as Mayor of Pembrokeshire. Both of us were the new boys on the block, so to speak with Ron, starting his mayoral year, and me learning the ropes of a new job in local government. One of the things on my desk at the time was the leasing from the town council of the Pater Hall to a charitable trust. Although the necessary legal documentation had been completed to set up the trust, there were a few obstacles which we needed to deal with. The first was the Charity Commission's concerns that the town council had a veto on the way the trust was run because, at the time, it had 6 trustees against the community's 4. Ron and myself talked about the way forward, and we managed to persuade the Commission that the 5 split would remove this possible town council veto. We next had to deal with the question of whether the trust had sufficient funding to enable it to take a lease on the new building and to run it successfully. There were concerns expressed by the Commission that the only reason why the trust had been formed was to obtain funding for repairs, and this did not sit well with the object of the trust. We had to show that the town council is prepared to help financially with the running of the hall through some assistance towards the cost of staffing, because they rightly noted that income from rents was below expenditure. The Welsh Assembly grant funding for the first phase of improvements to the hall was then possible, and over the next 4 years I believe the trust made a good start in providing a facility which would fit the purpose. Over these past 7.5 years I have been in the company secretary to the trust, although the last 3.5 years have been in a more remote management role. Ron was mayor twice in my 4 years as town clerk, and I respect his dedication to both the town and the trust. As chairman of the trust and company secretary for those initial years, I think both of us felt on occasion we were stepping out onto the dark without a light. Between the two of us, I believe we made a reasonable start in improving the hall. I am pleased that the trust wishes to recognise Ron's tireless work in those early years in getting the trust up and running and supervising the initial refurbishment work. Ron had other commitments with work required at the Institute, which also needed to be updated. I wish to place on record my appreciation for his support and help in all those years. I think I should now pay tribute to Ron's wife, Val. I'm sure there have been times when she wondered, like my wife Susan, where is he? There's food ready and no sign of or sight of him. I think those who are dedicated to serving the community may have occasions where this question is posed by their other halves, but remember, behind every great man is a great woman. Thank you. Go on. Yeah. May I really present you as well, on behalf of Ron as well, for being very good with Ron as well. All right then, I'm sorry about the meals. Thank you.
We're not being
I'll have to see. Thank you all so very, very much. And unfortunately, he cannot answer you as he would like to. But once again, thanks. Thank you, everyone.